All right, so I'm here with Lucas, and we just finished playing twice, actually. There's his completed board. Actually, you had four pieces on that corner there, right? So you had a full board. Yeah. Alice's Garden. This is a 1 to 4 player game. 30 minutes. That's about right. You could do it faster if you're used to playing it. There's a little bit of AP, right? Because this is one of these Tetris type games where you got to try to fill the board. So I'm going to go over some basic rules. It comes with these bags. This is the bonus tiles. And then you have bags in different shapes, right? These bags are going to be available. So at the beginning of your turn, you're going to pull one more tile, whoever the first player is. Here's the first player marker. Whoever the first player is going to choose one of these shapes, reach into the bag, and pull out one more than the player count. So if it's 2 players, that first player would pull, if they choose this square shape here, they'll pull 3 tiles. So there's always going to be a tile in the center, right? An extra tile that you could take at a later turn. So the first player would then take a tile and place it on the board. Now, chess pieces, let me show you this real quick. The little chess pieces, and by the way, this is a double-sided board. So that's like I guess a more advanced board. But if you have chess pieces and you place, and of course you can place these however you want on here, you get 5 points for each chess piece on the checkerboard. Okay, that works for the other side as well. All right, we haven't played the other side yet. So that's the chess pieces. This little piece here, that's a gardener. If you have a gardener orthogonally adjacent to another gardener, you get a bonus tile. Now, bonus tiles is just one little square, but you can't use it until the end of the game, right? Then you have trees. Trees are in rows, right? So if there's a tree here and another tree here, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 points, right? Doesn't matter how many other trees are in the center there. You just count the distance between the 2 trees. And then you have mushrooms. Mushrooms are in columns. So if you have at least 2 mushrooms in a column, you get 8 points. Everything's right here, right? Let me show you this. So here you have the mushrooms. If you have at least 2, you get 8 points. If you have the chess piece in the checkerboard, you get 5 points for each of those. If you have the tree, there's the distance there. If you have the gardener, this is, with the playing cards, basically, you put, you get a bonus if they're orthogonally adjacent. And then roses, if you have 1 rose in the garden somewhere, and it can even be on a tile like this. See, there's 1 rose there. That's 1 point. If you have 2 of them, it's 4 points. If you have 3 of them, they have to be orthogonally adjacent. If you have 3 of them, it's 9 points. 4 of them is 16, and 5 of them is 25 points. So you can get a lot of points with roses. And those are the only pieces in these tiles. They come in different shapes. This is one of our, we were playing a 3-player here. This is one of our scores. The chess piece got this much for each player. The roses got that much. The mushrooms got that much there. The trees, you see that? Now, this down here is interesting because at the end of the game, that's when you get to put the bonus tiles, right? That's only at the very end of the game you get to place the bonus tiles on your board to kind of fill up spaces. Well, this right here is any empty area. So if you have like a little area of 3, that's, it's considered an area. So any empty areas that you have, you can have like this whole area here, unlikely, okay? But just as an example, if you have this whole area here empty, that's considered one area. Anyway, it's -5 points for each area. In this particular game, the 3 of us had a full board, an absolutely full board. In this game, a couple of us had one area empty. So that's what that is. Those are minus points. And here is if, you gather these bonus tiles every time you put gardeners orthogonally adjacent. These are the gardeners here, right? To each other, you get a bonus tile. If in the end of the game, and by the way, at the end of the game, you get to place the bonus tiles. But if for any reason you cannot place your bonus tiles, you get -5 for each bonus tile that you cannot place. So that was me right there. I had 4 bonus tiles that I could not place. That was -20 points. And, here's -5. That was one bonus tile that was not able to be placed. You can, in this particular case, the reason I had -20 is because I had a full board except for a section here. Now, Lucas, it was his turn, and the game ends when you choose a bag, okay? And in this case, he deliberately chose this one because he could not place that on his board. That triggered the end of the game, right? So he's going to pull, there's going to be a tile in here, whatever, let's say that's there, and he pulls 3 from here. In a 3-player game, he would pull 3. It's only on the very first turn that you pull 4. So then the rest of the game, there's always going to be an extra tile. So in this turn, which would have been the last turn, he had, I think, only a small space available, for like a couple of bonus tiles. So he pulled this out knowing very well that he would not be able to fit that on his board. So he triggered the end of the game, in which case he got a bonus tile, okay? Because he couldn't place anything else. Because if you can place something in here, you have to. The other person there was not able to place one of these pieces. Therefore, they also got a bonus tile. But unfortunately for me, I had exactly this space here. I had to take the tile and place it there, which filled my board. And I had 4 bonus tiles, and that's why I got -20 points, because I couldn't place my... So the player, Lucas, was able to screw me on that particular game. But still, I got 103 points. He won with 106. So it's a pretty cool game. We really enjoy it. What do you think, Lucas? What do you think of this?
I think this game is very thinky. You got to find out the best ways to optimize points. And there's a lot of strategy around trees and mushrooms. I noticed a lot. You also have to balance these one tile cards. These one tiles are very. You have to manage them a lot because they require maintenance. Because if you don't play it correctly, you'll be getting points deducted from you. So you'll always be watching out for these bonuses, making sure that you have just the right amount, or else you might even lose the game in his case, where he was missing only 4, which caused him to almost just lose the game.
Yeah, -20 points, man, for not being able to place those bonus tiles. Yeah, I think it's a very cool game. I have not played the solitaire, but I like solitaire games, but I haven't, the solitaire rules are in here, solo rules. It's basically points. Says there you play 5 turns, whatever, as you can see there. I have not played solo. There's an example play there. I mean, this is an easy game to learn to play. And I understand that there's a lot of these Tetris-type games out there. This one is pretty cool. This one was quite fun, and I think very replayable, right?
Yeah, super replayable.
Yeah, because you have tons of options. You can choose on your turn which shape you're going to take out. You can end up affecting your opponents. It was. I really enjoyed it. We just got this recently. We played it twice, and we really like it. Right, Lucas?
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. Alice's Garden. Go get one.